This is Professor Frank speaking. I'm going to go over the new Zing problem-free floor care program. What I'd like you to do is review this program with me as I review the steps by reading along with me on this program. Step 1 on installation. Start with a stripped floor if required. If your floor is in reasonable condition, it is not necessary to strip it first. You can apply this program right on top of your present program. Step 2. For best results, spray burnish floor with a new combo burnish pad by Americo and a labeled quart bottle of Zing cleanup. Fill bottle with water and 4 ounces of Zing cleanup. Adjust trigger sprayer to a stream and spray as needed. You'll notice on this form that we have a picture of a floor machine with an arrow that says spray here. From the operator's position, when you're holding the machine, I want you to spray the product at the 11 o'clock position. This is extremely important. When you do so, when you move the machine forward, you're pulling the chemical to the machine, under the machine, and through the pad, so the pad can distribute the product on the floor. Step 3, dust mop or vacuum. This is extremely important after step 2, because many times we have particles of dirt on the floor, and we want to be sure we pick them up before we start putting down the finish. Step 4, apply 4 coats maximum in a 24-hour period of Zing Ultra Reflection Finish or First Impression Coating, whichever you choose, with a microfiber finish flat mop. When applying the product, use the floor finish dispensing valve. There's a picture of it right to the right. When you use the valve, you're dispensing the product evenly on the floor, so you get even distribution. Now you notice we're saying apply 4 coats maximum. In order for the finish to dry or cure properly, you never want to put more than 4 coats in any one 24-hour period. This is extremely important. For step 4, no burnishing is required. And see the back of this form, because after you apply the finish, you mark the floor with UV marker. These marks will tell you in the future where the floor finish wears off. There's a graph on the back that shows you exactly where and how to apply the marks. Dust mop and damp mop floor prior to applying the 50-50 diluted finish. Within 4 weeks after apply 3 additional coats of Ultra Reflection Finish or the First Impression Coating, whichever one you chose. Only this time, you're going to dilute the finish 50-50 with water and apply it to high traffic areas only. Do not recoat the whole floor. It absolutely is not necessary. Now let's talk about diluting the finish. What you would do is take a gallon of floor finish or coating, pour half of it out in another container, and slowly add water to the container until you fill it up. This coating or finish is a very, very highly technical technology and designed to be used at a 50-50 dilution. There is no other finish on the market designed like this finish. Note, after you mix the finish in the container Be sure you put the 50/50 label on the gallon, and we have an arrow there to show you where to put it. So for future use, you know exactly that this gallon container is already cut with water. All future recoating will be done with this finish. You will not use straight floor finish in the future for any recoating. Let's now go over to the maintenance procedures. Step 1. Frequently dust mop or vacuum your floors. Step 2. When required, damp mop or automatic scrub your floors with a combo burnish pad by Americo using Zing cleanup at 1 ounce per gallon with cold water. Frequency depends on usage. What that means is if you have an area that's heavily trafficked, the frequency of how often you do the floors would be required to do it more often than it would in an area that has light traffic. The frequency depends on the area on which you're working in. Step 3. Once per month, minimum, be sure you burnish the floor with the new combo burnish pad by Americo. Spray, clean, and polish with a labeled quart bottle, 4 ounces of cleanup with a trigger sprayer adjusted to a stream. Spray as needed. Spray at the 11 o'clock position just like it did before, to be sure you distribute the product correctly. Double spray high stress areas while burnishing. A high stress area would be any area under a desk, any place where people turn, at a drinking fountain, the bottom of a landing with steps, coming out of an elevator. Those are high stress areas and they break down first. So as you're burnishing the floor with step 3, double spray those areas to be sure that they come back to their original look. Now, check the high stress areas or the marks, the UV marks, using the light, the UV light, and see if you need to recoat anywhere. If some high stress areas start showing wear, follow steps 5 from installation. 1 coat for recoating should be necessary. You don't need to apply more than 1 coat at a time. All the information on the back of this form for applying the UV marks and all the tools required are all listed on the back of this form. Thank you very, very much for listening. Good luck with your floor care program. Thank you.